It is no small operation when the Revs hit the road. It takes many hours of preparation and packing. And for equipment manager Scott Emmons, it is his job to make sure the Revs are road trip ready. When packing for a trip, you're always making sure you didn't forget a thing, but for Scott, he's responsible for packing for an entire team and staff.
The way we pack this is to make sure that everybody has everything that they could possibly need for the game. So every guy will get his own individual bin. It'll have a sweat top, training shirt, spandex, game socks, 3 game jerseys, and 2 pairs of game shorts.
And what is the method to this madness?
I live for labeling stuff. If I don't have this labeled, I would be lost.
Scott says he always has to prepare for every scenario, always checking the forecast prior to departure to pack accordingly.
There's always a minimum of things that we'll bring, so if it does start raining, we're at least covered for something and we can kind of scramble if we have to. I'd obviously prefer not to, but generally we check 2 or 3 days out to make sure that the weather's going to be either good or bad. And if it's bad, we overpack on everything. We should never not have anything we need.
And who knew that even blank jerseys are packed in case an unexpected player needs to suit up?
There's always a bag of blank jerseys, blank shorts, just in case we get there and somebody sprains an ankle walking around the city and we have to fly another player in. What I'll do is I'll talk to the home team. We'll get in there a little bit earlier and we'll have him make up the shirts and the shorts for him. Other equipment managers tend to help out. We do the same when they come here just in case anything happens. You want to be prepared for that.
Relying on a very organized packing list and to-do list makes this operation run smoothly, but Scott also has a helping hand throughout the week.
He helps out with just little things as far as packing, moving bags to and from the bus, laundry on game days, laundry on regular training days. Everything that would normally draw my focus from something like this today, I mean, this is the big thing for us.
Once the 18 bags are packed and loaded onto the buses, the Revs are finally ready to hit the road. For the New England Revolution, I'm Gabriella DiGiovanni. New England Revolution forward Teal Bunbury is riding a personal high right now as he has scored 5 goals in the past 6 games. As the Revs enter the final stretch of the regular season, Bunbury's work ethic, positive attitude, and dedication to his family and faith are the driving force he's using to lead this team to the end. Bunbury is performing on the pitch, but it took some time this season for him to even step foot on the pitch, and when he was finally given some game time minutes, he made the most of the opportunity and proved he deserves a spot in the starting 11.
I think it's a mindset that I'm always going to come to training, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to be a good guy in the locker room, I'm going to push my teammates, I'm going to push myself, and I know what's expected of me, but I also needed that opportunity to showcase what I could do. And I think it's just a motivating factor. That, if I'm not getting the time, I need to make sure that I'm doing anything I can on the training field, in the locker room, and when I get those little minutes to make the most of it.
Teal's career hit a roadblock in 2012 when he tore his ACL after making 22 regular season appearances, starting 14 times and recording 5 goals and 1 assist for Sporting Kansas City. Bunbury never viewed the setback as the end, however, it just opened his eyes to a new perspective.
You know that this game could be taken away from you just like that. And I think it gave me a little bit more understanding, appreciation for the game, and appreciation for this, God-given talent that I could, at any moment, you might not be able to play that sport, so you got to make sure that you're giving everything you have to the game, to yourself, to your family, and to the sport.
He is developed as a leader in New England and believes in the puzzle that is a Major League Soccer team. Everyone is a piece that makes up the greater puzzle.
With anything and life in general, there's ups and downs, and it's how you deal with that adversity and how you come together as a group and as a unit. That's what's so great about soccer is you can come together as a team and work together. And there's going to be times when guys aren't feeling it, but if you have a good teammate there that can pick them up, it's going to help tremendously. So I think myself, I try to expect a lot from myself and trying to be a good leader, try to lead by example, whether it's just working hard, keeping a positive attitude, and pushing my teammates and pushing myself.
Through the ups and downs of Teal's 8-year MLS career, he has taken a spiritual journey and relies on his faith to guide him, keeping it at the center and focal point of his life.
it gives me the motivation. I think that's what gives me that added edge every morning when I wake up. I know that, I'm training and playing and want to be a good example for his glory. And it keeps me positive. There's, like we've talked about, there's ups and downs in life, and I think his faith, him guarding my heart has kept me positive and has been able to give me that added energy and that added passion for whatever I'm doing.
Bunbury has certainly been blessed recently as he announced that he and his wife are expecting their first child in February.
Oh man, it's so amazing. I mean, my wife, Freckles, I call her, she's doing great. She's a little over 16 weeks pregnant, and we're calling it the little bun baby right now. Don't know the gender yet, but it's just so exciting. I'm just really excited to be able to share experiences and raise, a child from birth, and just try to be a good example and a good father for that kid.
You could say Teal has been developing these parenting skills long before he was expecting a child of his own through the way he's a teammate to others.
Everybody wants the best for each other, so that's something in soccer that I think maybe not many fans can see. They maybe just see the game, but it's a lot more than just the game. It's the build up to it. It's the starting from scratch in a preseason or the start of the season. Everyone has the same expectation of wanting to win an MLS Cup. And I think throughout the year, you build that relationship with your teammates, and it's never-ending friendships.
And as the regular season has hit its final stretch, Bunbury's mindset is all about the team's focus to close out these last crucial matches.
Right now, it's about sticking together as a group because there's only 10 games left in the season, and it's going to be tough to make the playoffs if we're not performing each game for 90 minutes. So we can't start thinking about, this game against Atlanta in a few weeks. We have to think of the next upcoming game, and that's going to be DC, so we have to make sure that we're focused for that.